Hello, everyone. I am Nicole Rivers, and I am your host of Nikki in the Middle. And we are here because we are in search of health and healing in the middle stages of our lives. Yes, I believe that the 40s through the 60s should be an amazing time of growth and healing and potential fulfilling because my grandmother is in her 90s. I am 42. I have 50 plus years potential on this earth, and I plan on doing the best that I can with it. So, with that being stated, I had to do some reflecting. I'm like, I am in the middle of my life, still full of vitality, still full of talent, having a little agency and education and experience under my belt. What is holding me back? And literally in the middle of the night, I realized that it's my inner child. Yes, the unhealed, vulnerable inner child is inside of me, holding my grown self back from fulfilling all my potential. Why is that? Well, let's think about it. When we were kids, we had no control over what was going on with us. We had people and experiences and environments around us that we had no ability to change or influence or impact. And we had to rely on grown folks and the systems in place to cause us to grow and to be nurtured and to be resourced and provided for. And guess what? Sometimes it just wasn't given. And so we developed paradigms and survival mechanisms that helped us to grow into this world. Now, as for me, I was someone who decided to be quiet, someone who decided that conformity in certain ways was the safest way to be. Just shrink into the room, shrink into the background, do what you're supposed to do, go home and be yourself, right? This gave me some sort of pseudo introverted personality trait, which, in all honesty, I am not shy. I am really not quiet. I am creative. I love being on stage. I actually like talking to people. However, in the environment in which I grew up, it was difficult. I was in New York City and I did not feel safe. I felt like anytime anything could happen, and so I just needed to focus on where I was going, be hyper vigilant about that, and get there and get home and be safe. Well, that feeling has followed me into adulthood, and it's so weird how I can go into a public space that has a lot of people and feel completely intimidated, and I just want to go there, do what I came to do, and get home and feel safe again. It is nuts, but it is in contradiction to what I feel is going on inside of me, which is that I am a person who has lived long enough to add value to myself and to the community around me. And that what I have gathered and who I am and how I am can benefit my community. They are in contrast. And so I had to say, what is going on? How is this little girl in me holding my grown self hostage to old fears that no longer are a clear and present danger in my life? So what did I do? Well, I'm a Christian. So I took that little girl to Jesus. I'm just going to be for real. I took that little girl to Jesus and I said, Lord, you are supernatural and you are eternal. You are not trapped by time. I need you to go back through this timeline of my life and minister to this child so that when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel so trapped. I don't feel so tied to her brokenness and her fears and the things that held her captive that are no longer true for me. I know for some people that's going to be like weird. Like, girl, you're weird. I don't believe in that. And that's cool. Find your way, but do not be held captive to the things that happened to you when you were young. We can create an entire identity around things and people and places that we did not choose. And we can carry that person throughout our lives, whether that version of us is serving our best interest or not. We have to choose to heal. We have to choose to be someone who is the narrator of our own story. So I cannot let the little girl tell me what happened. Why? Because I know the ending. I know that all things that happened to me and around me when I was a kid did something to strengthen me, to enrich me, to shape me, to build empathy inside of me, to build understanding beyond my years. I know this happened. Like grown Nicole, oh, I like her. She is super dope and she has something to offer to this world based on the experiences that she had since she was a very little girl. If I let the little girl in me keep telling the story, I am helpless. I am afraid. I am a victim. I have no control. I have very little value and very little worth. I am rejectable. I am someone that's easy to abandon, someone that's easy to overlook. And that story is not serving me. It's not serving my family. It's not serving God. It's not serving community. It is really a story that is a prison. And that story has to go. And so I am doing the work. I am doing the work. I am signing up for the therapy. I am listening to the podcast and YouTube videos. I am doing the work that is going to allow me to heal from whatever trauma and drama in my past that is holding me back now. And I know we grew up in a community, some of us, where we did not talk about mental emotional health. Or if we did, it was calling people crazy and putting labels on them and making it something that's shame filled. And so when we started to lean into those softer emotions and feelings of depression and anxiety and trying to talk about them, we could be classified as a punk, as someone who's soft, someone who cannot take life, someone who needs to, grow up and put on their big girl and big boy, whatever, and just step out there to suck it up and just to keep pushing because life is hard and this is what it's about. And you know what? That served me for a while. I was able to look beyond what happened in the past and build a life for myself. And I thank God for it every day. Now I'm in the middle with a little more security, a little more stability, and a little more wisdom. I can take that little girl by the hand, not despise her, not reject her, not suppress her, but heal her so that she can be a part of my life in a way that serves us both. Now, I don't know if you guys are getting everything that I am saying, but I do hope you are getting something that will help you get on the journey to heal that inner child that's holding you to something that is no longer a clear and present danger in your life. I am Nikki in the middle, and I am here to help those of us that are in the middle of our lives make it the best days of our lives. You stay encouraged, and if you like what I said, click the like button. If you like how I present these large topics in small, edible, digestible chunks, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Check out the other videos. And if you know someone else who could benefit from this, please share. I am your host, Nikki in the Middle, and I want you to join me next time. And until then, be blessed. Bye. Bye.